Hey there folks, it's Bobo the Vulture. This is Let's Play Aerobiz Supersonic-Scenario 4. Toward victory in Vancouver. As you will remember from last time. These numbers don't reflect it, but I was taking big chunks out of Aussie's stranglehold in the Mid-East. And already beaten them in their home turf in Oceania. It's good. It's great. Oh no, the 2001 SST! Now only Airbus is continuing to make supersonic transports that everyone is ignoring. "14 slots in New Delhi. I'm visiting in New Delhi." Now, do we honestly need another route here? Vancouver to New Delhi is pretty full. Bombay is pretty full. Calcutta's pretty full. These planes not very full. I suppose you sort of had to expect that. We don't have the best of terms with Iran. We're on okay terms with Pakistan, but it's not that great a destination. 3732. Islamabad. What about Karachi? I don't know whether or not this game actually, illustrates the point, but I would think that having a flight going from India to Pakistan would not be like a flight that very many people would want to, go for. Why these slots just in case? And, you know what? While I'm here, I'll go ahead and open up a route to Baghdad. I'm not going to use an MD-12. That's ridiculous. Don't have any A370s to put on it. I'm going to put a 777 on the route. Do 5 flights a week, just to check to see what they're doing. I'll go ahead and match their fare, but with a bigger plane. Yes, folks, I am just sort of bleeding off my own cash reserves to, because I make enough profit that I can go ahead and take a loss to completely humiliate and embarrass and destroy my competition. It's like I'm Walmart, folks. Haha, Walmart. Yeah, see, I was pretty sure that my budgets were all at maximum, so I didn't know what my Bobo Air employees were complaining about so much. Is it because I didn't have enough planes in reserve? Do they complain when you don't have enough planes in reserve? I don't know what their deal is, folks. Let's call a meeting. Rising oil prices, non-profitable routes, non-profitable business ventures. Go ahead, conduct the meeting. They're going to say the same stuff as ever. Mexico City and Sao Paulo, London and Moscow, Sydney and New Delhi. No, we're not talking about adjusting existing routes. Let's talk about the plane holdings. They're going to tell me to replace the MD-100 and get more MD-12s. They pretty much have the same advice at this point, it seems like. Considering I haven't been listening to any of the advice they've been giving me, maybe they should just give it up. Give it up, give it up, give it up, yeah! It's an idea. We don't have much capital, though, so meeting is adjourned. Once I've opened up all the routes I feel like I'm going to need to establish dominance in this world, I may have to start buying up businesses. Uh-oh, Tokyo and Saipan. You didn't. Alright, they're gonna try and give me a fight in Southeast Asia. That's what this has come to. Oh, I'm whooping them in the Mideast now. Whooping them in the Mideast, whooping them in Oceania. Whooping them their home turf. I'm just whooping them everywhere. They're making a little more money, though. I think that Saipan route probably helped them. Okay, the numbers don't reflect that I'm #1 in the Middle East yet. So we'll just have to wait on that part, folks. I'm just waiting on a friend. Got some slots in Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires. Now, this is actually the tricky part, because I'm actually running out of 777s, if I am remembering correctly. Let me look at my reserve planes. Yeah, I only have one 777 left. What I'm going to have to do, actually, is go to some of these routes where I have one already set up. Like here, headed to Adelaide. Gonna have to make this an even less profitable route by replacing this with an A360. And then, no, you know, wait, no, don't close. When we will closed, all flights listed above will be closed. Are you sure you want to close? No. Controller sometimes, I swear. I'll do that shuffling if I need to next turn. I think the thing that I was lamenting was that... Whoops. I know the route to Sao Paulo is going to be too long for any little planes. 10, 4620. Those are both 4620. What is the range of the A370? 4,500. So what I'm going to have to do is either buy some of those or put A360s on the 777 runs. I was holding those A360s in reserve specifically in case I had to go to battle in Southeast Asia. But that's neither here nor there for the moment. I'm going to go ahead and shut this turn down. They ordered A370s. Business is booming as tourists continue to flock to Guam. But that's okay. Oh man, those interregional flight numbers are looking good. Crushed it. Crushed it. Crushed it. Crushed it. Yep, just gotta do Southeast America at this point. But their profits are continuing to rise. And at last, the regional rankings are reflecting that. So, at the beginning of this turn, once we get started, we should get an encouraging message from Barbie. Yes.
Well, really, we gained #1 market share in South America. Aeromex is a tough competitor, but we must beat them for #1 in South America.
Alright, let's go on down here. Let's open up a route to Rio. The civil war there is over, so it's probably safe. Can't use an MD-12. Let us use our last remaining 777 for the route. Wait, what's the competition doing? Well, we'd have exactly the same number of flights as they do. Maybe I don't want to do the route to Rio. What if I did the route to Buenos Aires? Yeah, it's just those three that I've got that'll do it. How How many I still would only get one flight out of it. Okay. It is a matter of... Never mind. Let me just scale back here. Choose my destination of Rio. Her name is Rio, and she dances by the sand. Gonna go ahead and get one plane, one flight. Drop that down to -50 and open the route. This route is costing me an arm and a leg. But that's what you gotta do. Those are the breaks. And gonna go ahead and use my remaining money to buy an A370. I would buy two actually, but I can only afford one this quarter. Because I really am going to need to replace some of those MD-100s and 777s, sadly, with this A370, this hunk of metal. It's not a terrible plane, folks, it's just not as good. It's uninspiring when you compare it to the great, glorious MD-100 and 777. Alright, how many slots? All the slots. 600 slots. Not 600. 400? Not even that many. 14. That's all we need to do right now. At this point, folks, it's the waiting game. Business is booming in Guam, but hey, that's cool. I can dig it. Not changing any of our routes anywhere. Looking to be #1 everywhere. Yep. Alright, this is just cleanup now, folks. Just gotta clean up Southeast Asia. I mean, not Southeast Asia. Why do I keep saying Southeast Asia when I mean South America? Aussie is getting more and more profit, though. They're dialing in their routes over in Southeast Asia, I think, to make them some money. Ah, Metlink ordered planes. Metlink's making enough money to order planes? Who knew? Yep, Aeromex is a tough competitor. We can beat him. We got slots in Islamabad in case that becomes an emergency. Alright. So, let us first go here to Oceania. It really doesn't matter where we replace an MD-100 with an with an A370. We just gotta do it. Sadly, this may actually send this route from being profitable to being non-profitable, just because the A370 is a slightly less efficient plane. But we need the plane. We need it. We need its muscle. Actually, is that enough money to open up a route to Lima? Or no, to Buenos Aires? No. None of the routes are affordable down here. It's like they know we're trying to ruin the one airline that is based down this way. Okay, let's see how that flight is doing, actually. Well, the Kingston flight is mostly full, which is nice. The Rio flight is about half full, which is okay. But again, we're going to have to save money this quarter. This is going to go down to the last year, but I think we can still make it. It's really close, folks. I know. It is tight. But we're going to have to do it this way. This is going to have to be the way things be. Actually, how many planes do we have in reserve now? We have 2 MD-100s in reserve and an A360 and 2 A360s in reserve. Well, okay. That's all we can do. I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for this quarter. All our attention needs to be focused on South America now. Aussie can't do anything this turn. They're just too Hey, from London to Delhi, a Metlink flight had an emergency landing. That one guy attempts to fight the fire while the other two talk about what's going on. The New Delhi airport expansion has been completed. We're complete. And once again, we watch the passenger numbers roll in. Roll, beautiful passenger number footage. Uh-oh. Yep, Aussie's trying to take a cut out of Southeast Asia. Well, now you know why I had those extra cheese, and it is really hurting us in terms of profit. Alright, I'm gonna have to go see whether or not they have cut their fares against mine in Southeast Asia. And if that's not it, I might have to open that route to Guam. I'm kind of hoping not to have to spend the money on it, though, because as you've probably noticed, time is beginning to get short. All the money that I have, I need to be putting into starting new routes in South America that aren't going to make any money either, but they are going to put Airmex even more out of business somehow than they already are. Anyways, folks, we're storming to the final countdown here, so stick with it. We're almost done, and you'll get to see the winning scenario, which I know you've seen twice before, but this time it'll be on the Super Nintendo version. That's exciting, right? Yeah! Anyhow, folks, this is Bobo the Vulture. This is Let's Play Aerobiz Supersonic for the Super Nintendo, and I thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye now.